Sawadee ka, and welcome to Thailand News Update. In today's news, potential easing of COVID restrictions during Valentine's Day, updates on Jimi Sandhu's investigation, and the collection of a tourism fee from inbound travelers is set to be delayed. All that and more coming up. On the day we're hoping to report some easing of restrictions, instead we may be staring at postponements or even some more precautions added as Thailand struggles to move on from 2 years of any meaningful tourism recovery. At a meeting of the CCSA yesterday, recent spikes in new infections and the surges in Bangkok and Phuket were discussed. A source at the meeting says that concerns were expressed about the rise in daily case numbers over the past week. So today's meeting of the CCSA, chaired by the Thai PM, may see more curbs put on the upcoming Valentine's Day festivities and possibly Songkran 2 months away. Meanwhile, the public health minister says that it may take about a month and a half before case numbers go down. He said, quote, "We have to try to coexist with COVID," end quote. Anutin also downplayed a suggestion yesterday from the Department of Health that anyone planning to have sex on Valentine's Day get tested for COVID-19 using a rapid antigen test kit before getting, too amorous. Anutin said, "Don't worry, most of them already have close relations." You'll hear all the latest announcements from the CCSA meeting today, first here on the Thaiger, on this YouTube channel, our website, and Facebook page. Police have found 2 guns at a beach in Phuket, which they believe were the weapons used in last Friday's murder of 32-year-old Jimi Sandhu, a notorious gangster who was deported from Canada. He entered Thailand by private jet on January 27th, carrying a fake Canadian passport with the name Mandeep Singh. Officers used metal detectors to search the seaside by the Rawai beachfront villa where Sandhu was killed and found a semi-automatic Walther PPK and a CZ gun in the shallows. According to reports in Thai media, the guns were registered to Thais who were influential and they will be questioned. Police officers say they believe that the 2 main suspects in the case traveled out of Thailand last Monday. According to the Vancouver Sun, Sandhu was a high-profile gangster who continued to have influence in British Columbia even after he was deported. Rayong Deputy Governor is blaming residual oil left inside a plastic oil pipeline for a second oil spill in just over 2 weeks into the seas off the Rayong coastline yesterday. About 5,000 liters of crude oil leaked into the sea yesterday morning at the same mooring platform operated by Star Petroleum Refining, the company responsible for the January 25th spill, prompting another major operation to contain and clean up the crude. The spill is also about 20 kilometers offshore but threatens the Gulf Coast beaches and the nearby tourist island of Koh Samet. The collection of a tourism fee from inbound travelers is set to be delayed by at least 2 months from the scheduled start date of April 1st. The Tourism and Sports Ministry says that payment methods have not yet been finalized. The minister says that the policy has to be approved by cabinet and then the details of how the fees will be collected. In the past, any incoming or outgoing taxes have usually been included in airfares. Recently, airlines have asked for at least 3 months to prepare for the new 300 baht tourism tax. The ministry also says they have to finalize collection methods for travelers entering Thailand through its land borders. Tourism operators and the hospitality industry have previously said the proposed 300 baht tax was not well timed as Thailand competes for the hearts and minds of international travelers at this time. In response to the Burmese military's appeal to assist them in countering terrorism threats in the post-coup nation, the international police organization Interpol have turned down the request and said it will not intervene in any nation's domestic political affairs. An Interpol spokesperson told Singapore CNA that the organization does not comment on specific cases or operations of member countries unless in extraordinary circumstances, especially notices requests for political opponents, government critics, or in the context of a coup d'etat. The statement came just 2 days after the Myanmar military's foreign affairs minister asked the international community to assist the regime in dealing with such threats, referring to the actions of its opposition, the National Unity Government, which was formed to depose the junta coup leader Min Aung Hlaing, who led last year's coup. The Burmese military have killed 1,006 civilians in brutal crackdowns since seizing power 12 months ago, according to the Assistance Association for Political Prisoners. Organizers of Singapore's Formula One Grand Prix are taking steps to reduce the event's carbon footprint. One step is using sustainable fuel to replace fossil fuels as part of their sustainability goals in the upcoming night race at Marina Bay Sands this September. The GP Tour is also reportedly developing its own 100% sustainable fuel, including components derived from carbon capture, municipal garbage, and non-food biomass. A sustainable audit will also be carried out this year, which the Singapore Tourism Board and race organizer Singapore GP say will be used to plan other green initiatives over the next 7 years. Other plans to be more eco-friendly include plans for 2023 to replace the existing track lighting with more energy-efficient LED lights, as well as switching some of the support vehicles to electric or hybrid models. And now for a quick update on the COVID-19 situation here in Thailand. The CCSA has reported 15,242 new cases of COVID-19 with 23 new deaths. According to the latest reports, there are currently 111,393 in care and 8,955 released from care within the past 24 hours. And that wraps up the morning news for today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to keep up with all the latest news around Thailand and the region. Also, click on the boxes here to watch Good Morning Thailand and Thailand News Today this evening. I'm Natty from the Thaiger. สวัสดีค่ะ